One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to jump on live really quickly, and I'm not going to be in here too long. I have to, I'm headed to Charlottesville to pick up my daughter. So I'm not going to be too long. I'm going to try to be brief as I can be. But I want to help people understand something. And this is actually a message for men and women. Okay? I'm not just picking on the women today, because y'all be getting on me, and I be picking on the women. No, this is for men and women. All y'all need to hear this. You ready? There will be very little or no empathy for who you chose. Okay? So let's make that public service announcement so we can, all be on the same page. There is little to no empathy for who you chose. A lot of people really struggle with taking radical responsibility for the person that they chose to date or be in relationship with or be engaged or married to. But I'm here to tell you, I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to remind you at every turn, this is who you chose. I will never, ever, ever get tired of saying that. Because a lot of y'all, you choosing all the wrong people. You choosing people that don't like what you like, don't want to go where you want to go, don't want to do what you want to do. But it's like you enjoy complaining about it. You enjoy going to your friends and going to your family, coming to your therapist and talking about this person that you chose and how they are, how they do you, how they don't like doing this and they won't do that. This is the realest piece of advice that you're going to get. At some point, you have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a decision. If you want to go here and if you want to do this and if you want to be, then you need to find someone that wants to do that too. Because this whole trying to change the game in the ninth inning, that's just not going to fly. That's just not going to fly. That's going to frustrate you. That's going to frustrate them. You're going to have to make some hard choices. But I have so many people that get really, really mad about the person that they chose. And if I'm being honest, a lot of people want to run. They want to run from the accountability and the responsibility. They come up with every excuse in the book why they're with this person, why it happened, just to try to get it off of them. Well, she got pregnant. You still didn't have to choose her. You could have co-parented. Well, he proposed and, he's been doing this and that. And so I felt like, I had to say yes. No, you didn't. We all grown. We are all grown. You do not have to be with that man. You do not have to be with that woman. And now that people are married, that's the biggest excuse of all. Well, I can't lose my children or I can't lose my home or I can't, no. People get divorced every day. Over half of people get divorced every day. What makes your situation so different? But here's the truth of the matter that people don't want to come to terms with. And like I said, when I deliver the truth, when I tell people very directly, very succinctly, you know what? here are the two options that you have. And they have more than two options, but I give them two. Here's the two options that you have. You can shut up about it and stay with this person and tolerate what it is they're doing or not doing. Like, just shut up about it. And it's called radical acceptance, right? Where you just gonna radically accept this is what it is. Or you can make another choice. And sometimes the choice you make is choosing yourself. It's not even going to another person. It's just choosing yourself. I know I did. I made the choice to choose myself, to say, you know what? It's not about running to another person. It's not about being with somebody else. It's about sitting down and just being on my own. They have even way more choices than that, but I give them those two choices. And so they hate the thought of the radical acceptance. They hate the thought of, okay, well, this is what I chose and this is what it is. And yet they don't want to choose themselves or choose someone else. And that's when they say, well, I feel stuck. I feel stuck, Anita. I don't know what. Okay, do that over there. But there is no empathy. I hate to break it to you. Once you break it down to me, all the craziness in this situation, everything that you have went through and tolerated, yeah, you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to radically accept it or go about your business. Okay? Because, like I said, you complaining about it, you telling any and everyone who will listen, you know, you feeling a way about it. It's like all this resistance you got in your body when you need to just go ahead and accept that, okay, this is the person I chose. And then let's talk about the greatest excuse of all. And I'm just never going to let this fly. So it is what it is. You just going to feel away with me. The greatest excuse of all is people saying, they changed. They weren't like this, you know. They changed. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I have clients that their husband has been cheating or their wife has been cheating. They literally been cheating since month 5. Month 5 of their relationship, they've been cheating. They've been doing this for years. They've been talking to other people, texting other people, having emotional affairs. They've been doing this for years. And now that they done brought you back home something, now that they done, you know, got somebody pregnant or got pregnant by somebody else, now you can't take it no more. And you know what need to be studied? You know what need a research study? Let me tell you what need a research study. The amount of dysfunction that people are able to sustain and tolerate, like that needs to be studied. Y'all have no idea the amount of betrayal, the amount of dysfunction that couples put each other through. You have no idea. I could tell y'all some stories where y'all would think I was making it up. You would be like, Anita, come on now, you making this up. No, I'm not. There are people that come in my office, I tell them to their face, like, I don't even know how to help you. And I kid you not, they look back like, what? Because we were told we need to go to therapy. We were told we needed a professional. I don't even know how to help you. I don't even know where to begin. The level of dysfunction in this relationship, the level of betrayal, and just the things that you all have accepted and tolerated from each other is and like I keep telling y'all, I'm the last person that really can understand it because I'm so sensitive. I'm so sensitive to betrayal. I'm so sensitive to mistreatment. I'm so sensitive to dysfunction. Like my tolerance for it is so low. So as soon as I see it, I eject. I just eject. I go, oh no. I just eject. I can't do it. And that has been years in the making. But I just eject. There's certain things that I just cannot tolerate. I can't do it. And these people will tolerate it. They will accept it. They will continue to put up with it for years. I have couples in my practice that have been cheating back and forth on each other for 20 years. 20 years of infidelity. 20 years of emotional affairs, physical affairs, giving each other diseases, getting people pregnant. I'm just like, I can't help you. Like, I don't even know what to say. So just know, y'all got friends and family out there, and you're trying to talk to them about your relationship. You're talking to them about your marriage, about your boyfriend, about your girlfriend. And the truth is, there is zero empathy there. Now, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to say that with words. That's why I'm telling you. There is zero empathy for your situation because they're thinking, this is who you chose. What do you mean? This is the person that you chose to be with. This is the person that you chose to marry. This is the person that you chose to live with and have kids with and, be with. What you want me to do about it? So we got to grow up. We got to make better choices and better decisions about who we choose to let enter into our life in a serious way, especially marriage. That's one of the most important decisions you're ever going to make in your life. And y'all treat marriage like it's the craps table. Like you just, throwing the dice on the table, 7 or 11, Instead of being intentional, y'all let anybody in y'all life. Y'all let anybody put a ring on your finger. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely nuts. Y'all let anybody skeet up in you. You let anybody have your baby. That's crazy to me. That's two of the most important decisions you will make in your life. Who you marry and who is the mother or father of your child. And y'all are out here just like treating it like it's the crap table. So I can't understand it. But just know when that friend or that family member get that glazed look across their face, this is what they're thinking. There's zero empathy because this is the person that you chose. Okay, that's the talk today. We've got to be more intentional. We've got to think before we do the things we do. We got to use the brain that God gave us. God gave all of us a brain and a measure of intelligence, but most of us don't use it. Most of us don't think. And then we love to blame it on a feeling or, oh, it's love. No, it's not. You don't even know what love is. You don't know how to love. It's not love. It's not. Yeah. Use the common sense. Use the logic that God gave you. You're not an animal. You got human beings out here running around like they're animals. You're not an animal. God gave you the ability to dream. He gave you the ability to remember the past and to plan for the future, to reason. Come on now. You're not an animal. Stop acting like an animal. It's ridiculous. But you have got to choose better. I see men do it. I see men choose the same type of woman over and over again. And I can see it coming down the road. I just be looking like, here we go. It's coming down the road. This woman is, either not going to be faithful or she's going to get tired of you or, she going to act up. Here we go. All these problems. She's not a good mother. She's not a good wife. And you sitting here trying to make her into something she's not. It don't work that way. So, and ladies, y'all already know I stay on top of y'all. It's getting to the point where you got people out here believing that y'all love these dysfunctional, toxic men. You got people believing that now. That women love dysfunctional, toxic, criminal, vile, gutter men. That's what they think. They think it's a conscious decision that this is what y'all are doing. So please, please prove these people wrong. Stop choosing these dudes and wanting them to be something that they're not. You have to choose the right person in the first place. 90% of relationship success is built on the person that you choose. Y'all keep choosing people that are poor communicators, don't know how to resolve conflict, aren't committed, you're not compatible with. If you're Christian, y'all keep choosing non-believers. That's y'all's biggest block, is you keep choosing these men who are non-believers. And I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting on God. And then, okay, like I said, I made that mistake myself, and then I was like, nah, I can't do that ever again. Okay, so just know that when that person's eyes glaze over, or they're not really saying nothing back, all the empathy has just left their body, and they gonna listen, and that's about it. They don't got nothing else for you. All right, I just wanted to share that because, whew, like I said, it blows my mind. People that talk about the person that they chose, and they try to sell you on how horrible they are, how crazy they are, this and that. And then when you say, well, didn't you choose them? Isn't this the person you chose? Well, see, they changed. They changed. They weren't like this. Stop. Just stop. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of the day. I'm going to let my voice rest for the next 3 days, so I won't make any videos or go live, because I do need to let my voice rest. I'm on this special, some sort of throat cream or something, but I do need to let my voice rest. I think that will help my throat to heal, and then I'm supposed to be going to a specialist maybe 2 months from now, because that's as soon as they could get me in. But have a great rest of your Saturday. Fall is upon us. I see some of the leaves starting to turn. I'm actually going to be planning a hiking trip in the Shenandoah Valley next month when all the leaves are really going to be going. That's going to be a beautiful trip. So, but have a great day. I appreciate you all. Remember, if you'd like to be a part of Skool, all you have to do is email me at info@betterlovemovement.com, and I will send you an email invite to join Skool. All right? Have a great Saturday, and as always, stay open.